Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star review so we can continue to give you the ish that we talk. And now that is out the way, I will not act like I'm on AM fucking radio. What the fuck's the deal, all of you ugly motherfuckers? What's poppin'? I'm here with you. We here together. We gonna make this shit pop. Lindsay, what the fuck is going on? My dog.
Like, what will be a breaking point for you where you just like, you know what, I'm out?
All right. Yeah, so I was about to say this is where we asked the audience.
Yeah.
So
you already
said cheating, right?
Yeah. Cheating.
Okay.
So
Anybody
you're not giving a pass or nothing like that.
No. There ain't no way.
That's no way.
Do it once and do it twice. There ain't no way. You lose respect to yourself.
So it's like if it's cheating for her, like, so is it cheating for you the same way too? Yeah. So like if you cheat, do you feel like I need to leave this relationship?
If I would ever cheat, I would leave you first. I would leave you first.
You such a gentleman.
I do what I do.
You such a gentleman. That shit don't happen in real life, but you such a gentleman. Anything else?
In the moment.
In the moment.
That's different. I wouldn't be in the moment.
So you wouldn't put yourself in the moment. I got you.
Yeah. Like, make it make sense. Like, cause what's the moment?
When I decide it's the moment, it's the moment.
Oh, okay.
If I never say to myself, like, I should probably get out of here.
So like, do the whole time you just like, oh no, this cool. This ain't. We just chilling. She just wanna rub my back. That's cool. Ain't nobody tripping. It's like, oh, okay, okay, ooh, all right, you ain't gotta kiss my neck. That's okay. Cool. This is not the moment yet.
Not yet.
It's not the moment yet.
I didn't do it.
So it's like, now my pants is down. This is.
If she pulls them down.
Oh, this ain't the moment. This ain't the moment. This ain't the moment.
She did it.
This ain't the moment. So when is the moment? When you're done, you're like, oh. Yeah, this is the moment.
Just said, bro. I'm like, oh. I was supposed to go to the store. I was gone for 2 hours.
I had to go get my bro,
that's
right?
The moment, yep.
That's the moment.
That's the moment.
Okay, so that's your.
What you
So this is cheating for you. Like, if she cheats, oh hell no. But like, I just had to wait on the moment. Like, no. That's like the moment. That wasn't the moment. No, she sucked my d. I didn't ask for it.
I don't say the words.
It's like, no, I didn't know. You know when I feel something wrong, baby, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. When she was like, I was like, maybe it's time for me. Ain't no restaurateur gonna run up on Keith Lee. Let's just end that shit right there. Y'all talk a lot of shit, but y'all not about to run up on. Ain't nobody about to run up on him, slap no food out his face, and tell him, bitch, what? Like, that's just not gonna happen to you in no way, shape, possible.
So Saucy Santana got in on it. He pretty much was like, tag me in, and he snapped on DJ Academics and told him to pull up. He was like, go to my page. We got all kinds of bookings. We outside. Come pull up at one of the bookings, and I'll beat your motherfucking ass.
Saucy Santana just doesn't look like the homosexual man that you gonna hit, and he look like that dude off of Low Down Dirty Shades. He ain't about to grab his face and be like, oh, Bernard.
Him, you slut! Bernard.
He about to beat the dog shit out of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm laughing because it's gonna be so funny because you're gonna see a dude massively beating the shit out of a man with an open fist, and you gonna hear bitch.
Bitch. bitch, 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 bitch. What's the deal, interwebs? This is the ish that we talk. Y'all know who I am. I am Lily. I am the joint smoking, black toting, bad motherfucker that you see in front of you. You know, I'm awesome. I'm so awesome. I'm so awesome. Y'all know that shit. I ain't even gotta lie to that. Y'all know that. Y'all secretly be like, damn, that's a cool ass nigga for real. So I ain't gotta introduce myself. What I will do is boom, 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 roll out the drum line and say, hey, check this out. I want to introduce you guys to one of the best women in the town, multifaceted, multitasking, super phenomenal, sister, auntie, cousin, daughter, all around, great human being who has celebrated another year of life. We wish many, many more upon thee. One of the greatest individuals that you can get to know if you get to know her. She got your back. She'll call you on your bullshit, but she'll also help you get out of your bullshit. Hands down, one of the smartest people that I have ever been privileged to be around. And hands down, one of the toughest beehive bitches that I know in life. Please give a round of applause for the lady that pushes the bells and the whistles, the tags, the YouTubes, the everything that you see me a part of, and you would never see me a part of if it wasn't for this phenomenal woman. Please give a round of applause for my family, the birthday month baddie, Lindsay.
Hello, how's it going?
Hell yeah. And again, this is the ish that we talk. Listen, if you are a first time listener or if you've been listening to us, hit that like and subscribe. Pop this shit out. Invite your cousins. Tell your mama. Even though I'm vulgar, your moms love me. I haven't met a mother that I don't like. And I've never met a mother that don't like me.
Yeah.
Let's keep this ball rolling.
Yeah.
Pleasantries is already. You said what?
Speaking of mothers, you still owe mine some chili.
I got that popping. I said I'm gonna make it a mission. I got some things to do next week, but I'm gonna make it a mission that in the next 2 weeks I'm gonna make her a chili.
Yeah, she couldn't even let you get in the door good. You talk about me.
I'm gonna make her a chili.
So yeah. How has your week been?
My week has been before I even get on that, like I said, the pleasantries is out the way, but big shout out to Twitch. All my Twitch followers that watches the Ish That We Talk. What the fuck's the deal? How y'all doing? You ugly motherfucker. But my week has been it's been a crazy week. Again, like I said, I've been going through these things, for setting in the future for my son. Listen, being financially aware is fucking crazy because you find out the things that you can do, you find out the things that you can't do, and then you find out the things that you're doing that you didn't even fucking know you were doing. Like, I had fucking no idea that I was literally spending in a week time. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Through going through my finances, two things that I found out. I am very financially smart. from this financial advisor for the moves that I had made before I even went through this totem of trying to figure out what I can do to make the best future for my son. So I will pat myself on the back on that. Another thing is, listen, y'all, I am a complete fucking functioning alcoholic. I have like it makes no motherfucking sense. We ran through the books. Family, we talk family. Do you know? Y'all don't know, so I'm gonna tell y'all right now because I'm gonna just keep it transparent and I'm gonna work on it. Since I found out, and I swear to God, I'm gonna work on it.
Yeah,
my niggas, I spend $100 a week on fucking liquor.
Oh wow.
I said, God damn.
Yeah.
I was like, are you serious? I'm thinking a beer or two every now and then. You know, every now and then I might grab a bottle. It's not hurting nothing. When I broke that shit down in a week, I said, Jesus Christ, I need to stop.
Yeah, I was not expecting you to say that. No.
Yeah, listen. I'm talking about I've been you know how the white people say, my eyes have been open.
Right.
Like because I never paid attention to it because it never was something that was a part of the budget. It was just plain shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, what? And she broke that shit down and I was like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. My senior year in high school, I was able to leave half a day. And you got to take a class to be able to leave half a day and have a job. And so the class, we had like junior achievement come in and talk to us a couple of times during the semester. And they gave us a booklet and told us to write down everything that we spend money on for a week. And we was gonna go over it the next week. I didn't realize how much I spent on food. Like that's like as a senior in high school. That's where the majority of my money went was on food. And you don't realize it until it's like all broken down for you and put on paper and you like, damn. But when you're in the moment, you just spending like a couple dollars. Oh, it's a couple of dollars. It's a couple of dollars. You're not thinking it's a big deal, but them couple of dollars add up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's all what I was looking. I'm like, man, come on, man. I'm like, what? She was like, she said, it was so funny because she really she was on some serious shit. Like, she was like, first off, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
right.
She like, she said, because you asked you gave me permission, so I'm going through your things, and she mentioned a certain store that I go to, and she was like, that's a liquor store, right? And I'm like, yeah. She said, you spend $105 on average a week at this store, and I was like, what?
Like they have awesome hot pickles.
Right. I couldn't believe. I was like, damn. I'm like, for real? She like, no, like for real. She was like, this is what depressed and lonely people do. Like, you have a family that you've talked to me about that you want to secure. Are you okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she was like, you might need to like seek help. And I'm like, nah, I swear to God, like I'm just that's just my life. Like, I'm just used to doing that. Like, anybody that knows me, like, that's been knowing me since I've been grown, is like two things Lily always gonna have. Lily always gonna have some weed. Lily always gonna have a beer. I did not know that was a problem.
Now, I would be curious to know how much you spend on weed.
I could tell you off the flip, because I don't like bothering people. I'm not a nigga that goes back and forth to anybody. What I do is I buy pounds at a time, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. So in a month, maybe in 2 months' time,
I'm gonna spend from 11 to 1300, depending on where I go and which strand I get.
Okay.
So I know I spend racks on weed. I know that off the flip.
Yeah. Does she know that?
I know hell no.
she don't call them
she
people.
probably would have automatically called a therapist.
Yeah, she don't call them people on you. Cause she straight turned from a financial advisor to a therapist in 2.2.
Right.
She was like, I'm gonna have to call in the big boys when she find that shit out.
yeah. To be fair, my pound of weed, like I said, is gonna last me at least 2 months.
Okay, so if you spending $1,000 for every 2 months, that's $500 a month, which is about the same amount that you spending on alcohol. So, give or take.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting here smoking this Christmas tree right now, but yeah. Yeah, breaking it down like that, because I did that shit too, and I was like, I spent $100 more a month for weed than I do drinking, but the drinking, like she broke it down. She was like, just the drinking is it's going to affect me more in the future,
Health
than
wise.
health wise. So she said she wants me to work on that, just because. And I agree. She said you want to have a real good life with your son. Like, you don't want your son to be taking care of you because you're sick. Like, so she had you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So I worked on it. I've been doing my research. I've been deep diving. I've been like, okay. So I need to, my whole thing is, after my daughter died, I can't really, I've been having trouble sleeping. So I, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I will have a nightcap of beer or two. And now, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now I need to find alternatives and ways so I can sleep. Melatonin don't work for me, y'all. I'm just be 100. Tried that shit before, and I was up all night, and then around 5 o'clock, I got stupid ass sleepy, and then I had to go to work the next day. So, needless to say, it was just a bad trip. So, melatonin doesn't work. I have to find an alternative. So, I've been looking for different alternatives to help me sleep at a scheduled time. Because when my son goes to sleep, I want to go to sleep.
Right. You may need to get a prescription, like Ambien or something. Ambien does. I mean, it worked for me when I was on it, so you may need to try that.
Yeah, because that's how I big. Like, I kept it 100 with her. Like, I'll drink a beer after a workout because I think that's gonna relax my body, and then all of a sudden, once I drink that beer, I'm stupid hype, and then I'm acting silly and I'm running around, and then I get more beer, and then I'm sleepy.
Yeah. So maybe if you try to talk to the doctor about your sleeping, and they can prescribe you something so that you can not rely on drinking beer so much.
Right.
And they can help. Yeah.
It's like, I'm laughing because I'm thinking about it. Like, we're discussing this shit over the interwebs, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
This is usually pre-production conversation. Because our pre-production meetings go further left than the on-air combos go left.
Y'all have no idea.
Right? So but let's get into the topics. Yeah.
Let's get into the topics. We know it's your birthday week, so now, how'd your week go? Fuck that.
My week went well. This is the first year in years that I've stayed in town for my birthday. So, coming up on my birthday, at first I was just like, I'm just gonna stay in the house, turn my phone off, watch TV. But then I was like, you know what? I want to sing karaoke. And if this one place got this one song, I'm gonna do it. So I looked it up. They had the song. I said, "Oh, it's a wrap. We're doing it." So, yeah. So we went karaoke in last night, and it was fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah, we had a full room. So, I'm just happy everybody came and had a good time. So, yeah.
It was a great time. I hate that we showed up late because I really wanted to be there the whole ride, but we had an issue with the babysitter. But by the time that happened, like that was a great experience. Jasmine, she loved when y'all when y'all did bills.
Mm.
She said she was like, "You really love your cousin." I was like, "Why you say that?" She was like, "Cause you went up there and had a fucking dog ass time with her with them goddamn posters." I was like, I was trying to represent the song. Like,
Right.
I was just trying to represent the song, the video that I remember.
Right. Because they posed through that whole video.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, a couple of my cousins came up from St. Louis. One of my cousins made a burn cake, and that was dope.
That was
Once we
fucking
got
fire.
it from, yeah, once we got it from up under the air conditioner,
Man.
right? Because how many folks does it take to light a burn cake? Well, it was
It,
like,
it takes two ladies and one high nigga.
right,
I'm talking
right.
about, nigga, I was high as giraffe pussy last night. God damn.
So yeah, that my mama wanted us to relive the times when we was gonna be on Star Search. So yeah, so you missed when we did Week, and but then we did Jump. Yeah, so those were the two songs that was gonna get us on Star Search. We had a whole routine 30 years ago. Still remember the good majority of it. So that was fun.
Yeah, the dance moves was chef's kiss.
Right. So,
And it furthermore lets us know that we getting old, cause nigga,
dude,
nobody dances like that no more.
no. And there was a couple of people that weren't even alive when them songs was that was in the room.
Man.
That's the funny part about it. My niece and my brother, they was not alive when them songs was out. But yeah, so that was fun. And for the most part, everybody got up and sung at least one song. We had a couple people that was like, "Yeah, no, I'm just here to watch." So, but that was fun.
Ooh, speaking of that,
Yeah.
interweb. This is what I will say. If we ever do anything like what we are gonna do this live show, never come in late because Lindsay will automatically put you on blast. I walked right in the door, interwebs.
It
She
was
said,
right
"What
on
song
time.
you want?"
Right?
And I said, "Boom, hey, play that." I'm thinking I'm just gonna go through an onslaught of people singing, doing whatever they think, and then I jump in. Again, mind you, I am high as moon titties. As soon as I sit down, she like, "You're next." Like
Right.
with the running theme with me and my little cousin was hip hop Harry. Like, who's next? I'm talking about as soon as I sit down, my little cousin, when she said that, my little cousin turned around and was like, "Who's next?" And I was like, "Ain't this a bitch?" Like, all right, fuck it. let's just ride on this.
Right.
Let's just ride on the wave.
Right. But yeah, no, it was perfect timing because we had just ended a song and it was like, who's next? You walk right on in. What song you want? All right, cheer up.
Shit was wild.
Yeah, but you weren't the only one. You weren't the only one.
No, I wasn't. Cause old girl came in and then she killed that shit with that country shit. I said, oh, that's
yeah.
all.
Yeah, she had been like, that's my other coworker. She had been saying that she was gonna sing that song for like a week. So yeah, she's my coworker at the night job.
That was the flyest shit. I told I ain't even gonna lie to you, cause I told myself, I said, you know what, I ain't gonna get high. I ain't gonna drink. I'm gonna drink I'm gonna knock my hibiscus tea down with my honey, and I'm gonna sing. The song that I originally said that I was gonna sing was Drew Hill, Tell Me, because I know I can sing that. But then I got high. Then I got high, and then I got high. Do, and I said, yeah, I'm just gonna go with the fucking flow.
Right.
Because I did. I was like, I'm about to fuck everybody up because they're gonna be like, damn, this nigga can sing for real. And then I was like, nah, you know what, fuck it. Why would you do that at karaoke? Then who the fuck do you think you is?
Right. We were like, take that shit to open mic.
Yeah, take that shit somewhere else, man. What the fuck are you doing?
But yeah, everybody had a good time. Got positive reviews. So I'm just glad it turned out good. Both my parents showed up. So that was dope. So yeah, both of them sung. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, which I was shocked behind that. And then my cousin Earl, I didn't know he could sing. All these many years of me knowing him, I didn't know he could sing for real. And then he gonna get stage fright. Do you know he got up there and turned his back to us to sing?
My nigga, see, I wasn't gonna mention him because I was like, because I don't want to. I don't know what I'm saying. I gotta peek the vibe. But this nigga right here, listen, cuz this nigga right here should have wrote songs. This nigga was fucking making. He was changing every song that was put on there. Even my bullshit. Listen, the way he ad-libbed Prototype should have been on the goddamn real song.
Right. It was like, wait, hold on. Wait.
I'm
to be on the mic. Hold on.
I'm listening to the background like, what the fuck?
Right.
One thing I could.
He tallest one in the room. He all ducked off in the corner going.
That's what I was about to say. This man is literally in the corner like church boy from the 5 Heartbeats.
Right.
And this nigga got fucking vocals.
Right.
Bro, listen. Interwebs. Dude. I remember one part in particular. I was like, if we happen to part. And in the background, he was like, ah. And I was like, what the fuck? This nigga hit the dopest falsetto I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Right. He had all the ad-libs. Right. And then him and my brother's mom, they over there going back and forth with the ad-libs. I'm like, wait a minute, they need to do a duo. That shit was hilarious. She got up there and sung Angel by Anita Baker.
And she really sung that shit too.
Yeah,
you could tell.
Did. Yeah.
And I no downplay to your stepmama. I ain't even gonna because I don't want to downplay her when I say this. But and interwebs, y'all know me. Lindsay knows me. She knows me too. And I said that, but what I didn't say because we was around family is what I really wanted to say out loud is you sung this to a nigga in lingerie before because you are way too spicy with this one. You way too motherfuckers. You fucked the dog shit out of a nigga after singing this song.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Cause she was. See, listen. Anyway, if you're watching me on YouTube, I'm gonna tell you and see how I know that a song reminds you of fucking. When she was singing this song, she completely forgot that she was a woman per se or an adult, and she turned into a full-fledged kid because she was swinging while she was singing the shit.
Right.
And so that means you are going down memory lane while this shit is going down.
Back down memory lane.
Like I told her, I said, yeah, you done sung this to a nigga before. She was like, I sure did. What I wanted to say was you naked? I can tell.
Oh man, but a time was had.
Yeah.
It
was a great time. It was a great time.
Yeah. But my friend Sharonda, she brought up how my niece used to call herself Keisha Keys back in the day. I totally forgot that. She brought that up. We was like, yep, Keisha Keys. That was so funny. And then she got up there and she sung Falling.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
I hate that I missed that.
Yeah, you missed that. Yeah, she got up there and sung it. It was so funny. So Billie Eilish is watching. She says, I missed it, man. My bad. Yeah, yep, you missed it. The time was definitely had. Yep. We're gonna have to do it again though. Cause that was fun. That was definitely fun.
It was fun. It was real fun. Next time, if we do it, I'm gonna pick our rap songs just because I'm gonna see how many hard R's are wrote into the fucking karaoke.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we got it. We gotta tell that story, then we can move on. Yeah, she said it looked fun. Yeah, it was fun. So the song that got me to want to do the karaoke party was Genuine, Tell Me Do You Want Him. You know, that was his second single after Pony on the first album. I'm a fan. Anyway, so on the first verse, right before he goes into the chorus, he says, "What a nigga gotta do." The words on the screen said, "What a nigga gotta do," and that took us all out. I couldn't even say the whole lyric. Like I just stopped talking.
This dude, I couldn't. I was so surprised that I read the hard R in lowercase. It fucked me up.
Man,
because when you see it, it's in lowercase, but I still heard the hard R in that shit.
Yeah,
and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ! Right. And then my silly ass was like, you know what? I should see if they got C Murder's song on here. Because I just really wanted to see if it was down for my niggas or down for my niggas. Either way, I was going to rap the shit out of it.
Right.
I was going to get a bunch of Magma motherfuckers into that our room because they would have heard that and be like, oh, we got a party going on over here, fella.
Right. This is where we should be. Yeah, let's come in here, guys. Right. Tully is watching. Hey. She says, I knew you were going to have a good time and it will all come together. Yes, it did all come together. So let me tell you basically what Tully is talking about. So I had some issues yesterday. So I got my hair done Friday night, and it got done Friday night. So then I wrapped it up, whatever, went to sleep. Then the next day, because I had a makeup appointment that I had set up like a month ago, I get a text from the artist yesterday morning, and he's sick, and he's been sick for a while, and he told me yesterday morning that he's in the hospital. So he was like in the process of trying to find somebody to take the appointment. So I'm like, damn. Then I take a shower, sweated all through my head. So when I took the scarf off, I got a fro. Yeah. So I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do? I got a fro. Then my makeup artist canceled. I'm gonna be up here looking like a clown. So I went on YouTube and found a couple videos. Then I went to the store and bought the stuff that was in the videos, and I did my face myself, and I had to do my hair myself. And so it all worked out. Thank goodness. So yeah.
And my bad boys, or whatever the fuck is on Juice. You did that shit, bitch.
Right. Right. And then it worked out for real because that room got hot. So if I didn't sweat it out in the shower, I would have sweated it out in that room. So it worked out. But yeah. Billy says, did someone white say the N-word? No.
No, it was on the screen.
Yeah,
which furthermore lets us know that white people are writing these lyrics.
Right. Because there's not one black person that would have used the hard R, because the hard R is not what he said, for one.
AI wouldn't even do that shit.
Right. Toby says, it did look like you guys had a good time. Yeah, we did. And she says, hey, all ish talkers out there. So yeah, we definitely had a good time. So shout out to everyone who came out to celebrate my little birthday.
Shout out to everybody. That shit was dope. Shout out to Jasmine. Jasmine had on a dope ass outfit. I was complimenting her the whole night.
I really liked her glasses, and they look good under them lights too.
Yeah, she showed her ass. I was like, oh shit, you out here acting like a baddie.
Yeah. So let's go on ahead and get into the topics.
39 minutes later.
Right. Let's go on ahead and get into our Diddy. Our Diddy update. So, we have 6 more lawsuits. So the guy out in Texas that had the 120 people that he was going to represent, he started to file the lawsuits. So they had about 6 new come from him. Let's see. Brianna's watching. She says, I know you lying with the Diddy edit. In the last, yes, we are official now.
You know what I'm saying? We act like all the sexy red fans. And did,
right. So yeah. But yeah, he has the 6 new lawsuits coming, so that's adding to the list, the ever-growing list of lawsuits. Brianna says referee whistle officials.
Yeah, Bree, you forever always pausing me. You know I don't give a fuck.
Right, right. So,
I be in the flow. A joke's a joke.
right, right. So we also find out that the baby oil that was in his house was laced with GHB, which is, I mean, the baby oil was wild when we thought it was just baby oil. But the fact that he had that shit laced, and a lot of people was like, well, are they digesting the bottles? And it's like, no. With it being in the oil, you put it in your skin, it gets seeped in through your pores, and you get high that way. So,
So, not to cut you off, but it was some people saying that shit to me. Like they was just like that. Man, that's a lie because you got to swallow that shit and wop 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 wop. And I'm like,
no,
my nigga, what age do you live in? Like y'all
right,
don't remember the whole thing, and it's crazy because this is 2024, but I remember back in 2010,
mm-hmm.
it was an uproar of niggas was literally touching a woman's neck, like, hey, boom, 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 whatever, and having a conversation with them, and they would get drowsy because they were getting drugged.
Yeah,
That was rampant. They even had videos of this shit. You can look this shit up. And I'm like,
mm-hmm.
it makes more sense than you weird ass niggas that don't pay attention to the world is paying attention to. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
really stuck on a motherfucker really be dropping shit in your drink, like the shit that your mama was telling you, like always cover your drink, and please still do that 100%. But watch out for these weird ass niggas. It is shit like that. It went through a whole thing where they start telling women stop wearing spaghetti string shirts
Yeah,
because niggas was rubbing on their arm and getting them fucking high.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. It I mean, folks had to get savvy. You know what I'm saying? Because if everybody's covering their drinks, then you got to figure out another way for them to, you know,
Yeah,
ingest
they been on
the
this shit.
drugs. Yeah.
And
So,
Diddy played out that shit. He rubbed. Listen, the shit is. It baffles me so much because I just be like, damn. I just wonder how a person feeling right there. First of all, you already high because you doing this peak cocaine. You like cocaine anyway, but you're gonna do it even more because now it's pink.
mm-hmm.
And then you sitting there, you high, you cool with the baby oil, and boom, 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 and you chilling, and all of a sudden, not only is you drowsy, your dick is hard as Chinese arithmetic.
Mm. That's pretty hard.
That is the wildest shit to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I wouldn't know what to do at these moments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't know what to do. I would have, me thinking me, not because I was like, nah, because I'm thinking biased because you know what I'm saying of the shit that we listening to, and I'm like, nah, scratch all that shit. If I would have never heard about Diddy, I would be super uncomfortable in a party, feeling like I need to lay down somewhere, and my dick is being as hard as granite.
Yeah.
That would scare the shit out of me.
That got to be uncomfortable to say the least.
I would scare the dog shit out of me. What do you do in the middle of a party like that?
Yeah.
How do you excuse yourself?
Right. Because, I mean, you can't continue to do the electric slide when that happens.
You can, but you only doing it on one leg. You this motherfucker like this. I'll teach you the electric slide. And they like, why that nigga feet
there? He talented. He doing one leg. Hey.
That shit is wild, man. That dude. That shit is fucking wild. And like with the 6 lawsuits that are happening,
God.
It's like now when people can say anything and you almost are going to believe it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the part that does suck because, folks be lying. Folks be lying, but the stuff that's being found out, it's like they're so left field that it's hard not to believe everything you
Yeah.
hear, you know? It's wild. But yeah, that so we found out about the baby oil. The baby oil. We also found out that he that he has an official court date for another bail hearing, which is November 4th. November 4th is his birthday. So, do you think he's gonna get out?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it 100. He's got enough money, and I think they are gonna let him out on his birthday just because one thing and everybody heard my conspiracy theories before, but I just think all of these things are already been known, and so they're just going to play it out because they want to see how people react to it. To like actually live a movie, they really want to. They really want to see how people play out to it, the reactions. All of that. It's all just one of those things where we're getting controlled by only a certain amount of people. I'm gonna just keep it 100. If y'all don't believe that yet, um, I really want y'all to just pay attention to what's been going on and how people are divided and how other people are financially being secure because of it. But yeah, I do think that they're gonna give him his bail on that. I also want to double back to because it didn't dawn on me until probably Monday that it is a because I said this before. It's a reason why people were not trying to say anything because they've already talked to those folks, and so they don't have to say anything because they're all going to be against him. The crazy part about that is I think Diddy already knew that. I think Diddy is more Nino Brown than we even imagined because remember on Drink Champs, shout out to Drink Champs, but when Kanye was like, Diddy a fed, Diddy already been feeding them people information.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying. It's like the more and more I look at all this, like people got hung up on. Yeah, everybody been knowing. Everybody think Diddy gay. Wow. This has been going on for 20 years. They bring up the transsexual and all that. Nobody brings up that Kanye called this nigga a fed right before all this shit happened.
Yeah. Yeah, because that Drink Champs interview was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Because I remember watching on my birthday trip 2 years ago. I
I'm
watched
like,
it the same day they took it down.
it's so crazy because I'm like, and this is why they confiscated those tapes.
So do you think that, because I mean there's so many theories out here on why this is going on, but do you think that one of the theories that I heard was he stopped, like he's been working with them but he stopped and now they're pissed? So do
No,
you think that's what it is?
I don't think that's what it is. I think he has somebody on tape with more power than him, and they threw him under the motherfucking bus.
Trying to get that
Because
tape?
think about this. Because again, like I told you, I had this epiphany Monday. Man, I've had a conversation and I simply just explained it because niggas be trying to throw that shit on they was trying to keep black men down and but now this whole extra shit. And I said, boom, okay, check this out. You still fuck with R. Kelly? He like, hell yeah. I'm like, even after all those accusations that came up, hell yeah. Even after they said that he peed on that little girl, man, come on, we don't know that for real. It's a tape.
It's a tape.
It's a tape out there that proves that. Fuck are we talking about?
Right.
It's a tape out there. You know what makes me understand that it's a more powerful person? Is because if the feds, I don't give a fuck who it was. It could have been the lizard people that people think controls the world. They'd have took that footage, something would have leaked out by now. Something would have leaked out. One of those freaky ass shits would have leaked out. Nothing is leaked out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because a bigger person made sure all that shit was confiscated because he didn't know what the fuck he, know what I'm saying, was they would have found on any of those motherfuckers. And so he made sure that his ass was taken care of, and he had to take Puffy out in the process. See, if Puffy was really fucking with the feds, the feds fuck with all of the criminals, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. If y'all don't believe this, the feds fuck with the government. The government fucks with all of the criminals around the world. That's how the U.S. is actually run. We ain't even gonna talk about how we really are structured off of gangs, but it is always going to be somebody more powerful than you in this shady ass world that you are dealing in. And you tried to blackmail that person, but that person had way more pull than you. You're a Fed. He's a Fed as well.
Yeah.
They're all talking.
Yeah.
My brother said it best to me when he got locked up and went to the Feds. He said, man, it comes to a point where some of these niggas know that a nigga telling on them, and they'll fuck with that dude just because they are comfortable there. They know you're Fed. But man, that Fed dope just too good. And he ain't telling on me.
Wow.
You think if niggas do that, the government don't?
Yeah. Right. Right. You definitely have a point there.
I think that's exactly why I think Puffy wouldn't say, ooh, I got this nigga on tape. And somebody made a call like, hey, boy, you know Puffy got you on tape? And you know, his shit coming up in about a couple of years. And he said, destroy that nigga. Like, whatever I got to do.
Right.
Destroy that nigga. Take that weird nose having motherfucker off the planet.
Weird nose?
Yeah, man. His nose is weird to me, man. His nose is weird. His nose reminds me of a cartoon.
Wow. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, it's a nose.
It's not. It's just the way it's like. I don't know. I guess, and you know, fault me for knowing natural niggas. The nose is wider. That slanted. I don't know. It just looks like a big ass triangle. With humps in it.
Maybe it's all that pink cocaine. I don't know.
Maybe it's all that pink cocaine.
Yeah.
For real, because I told you his eyes was bigger than what you see now. I keep telling people, like, I remember Puff in the 90s. That nigga had big eyes.
Yeah. Like that, I think that picture was edited, showing the small beady eyes. I think that's an edited photo. I don't think he looks like that for real.
Hey, I hope not, because I was like, man, what the fuck?
Shades. Yeah, we so used to seeing him with shades. That shit ain't no telling what's behind them shades.
But even behind those shades, you can see them big ass eyes.
Yeah. That's all the more reason why I think that is a edited photo.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But I seen him do that apology, and I was thinking the same thing. Like, man, what the fuck happened to your face?
Mm-hmm. He getting up there. He old.
Even older. I could imagine what an older Puffy would look like if he didn't do pink cocaine and take niggas fucking. Like, He still would look the same. He would be older. I could tell the older, like you could tell the older Dre. You could tell the older Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
If you compare Puffy in 98 to Puffy now, you'll be like, what the fuck did he do? Like, what did he do to his face?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah. One more thing with the updates is Bow Wow. Bow Wow trended because he did a interview on a podcast with Roxy. You remember Roxy from 106 and Park?
Yep.
And he was talking about that past weekend at the BET Hip Hop Awards and how there wasn't any parties going on, and that's one thing that they can see being a difference with Diddy's presence no longer being around. And people took that and ran with it and was just like, oh, we got all these victims, but we missed the parties. And I think they're taking it out of context. I don't think that's what he actually meant by that statement. But it did come across a bit insensitive to the victims. But I think he was just talking about, his his presence no longer being around.
Yeah.
Like that's an immediate thing that you notice is that, the party scene is pretty much non-existent. But I mean, I didn't think that he was an end all be all in regards to like the party scene for everything, Like I knew he was known for parties. Like we've been hearing about his epic party since the 90s. But for it to be a ghost town after a award show because he's not around, I never would have guessed that one. What are your thoughts on what Bow Wow said?
All right. So first off, two things can be true. Puffy, in his absence, some parties just ain't popping like they is. Okay. Understand that. That is something that it's not the same thing. You want that old thing back, all that. At the same time, another thing to be true is some people need to shut the fuck up. Because if you are not involved in it and you're not going to talk about, and when somebody asks you, you're not going to talk about, hey, if it is true, I don't condone that, then you should shut your fucking mouth because everybody is going to look at you like you're agreeing with fuck behavior.
Yeah.
Now, when I say this, I say this as well. When I seen the clip, I went back and I watched the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I get how people can take what he said out of context.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was really talking about how iconic he is, and how it's an impact on just period what Puffy was.
Yeah.
How they sliced it up, they made it seem like Bow Wow was still worried about the parties.
Right.
Now, truth be told, for me, it was asinine for him to speak on it if he wasn't going to really be truthful and just be like, if he's a monster, he's a monster. At the same time, if you don't say that, you can't big up a fucking party. No one gives a fuck about the party anymore. Like I get
Yeah.
you're trying to be neutral to it, but you're trying to be on the side of niggas that never had your back. Well,
But in the same breath, like, do you have to always put a disclaimer out there that you're not here for fuck shit behavior? Like, I feel like that kind of like goes without saying.
Nah, I think, and I only say this. I think at that community, that rap community, hip hop community, anything Puffy was a part of, you need to separate yourself as much as possible. I didn't know what I'm saying, because I don't give a fuck if that was your homie, your nigga, whatever. But if you've never known about the shit that he's accused of, and if you even like, hey, I'm gonna just wait till this shit play out, you should not say anything unless you address the accusations being fucked up. Case in point, I would just put myself in that, because I want people to get the scenario, because I don't want to just give y'all word salad and talk in circles. If my brother has gotten accused of sex trafficking and rape, if anybody asks me about my brother, I'm 100% say, hey, that's my brother, and whatever he's going through, we're gonna just walk down that road together. At the same time, I will tell them niggas, if he is convicted of this shit, then he wrong as a motherfucker, and he need to get everything that he need to get from it. Simple as that. I spoke on the good thing, and I spoke on the accusation, and that's how I go. I'm not gonna always do it. See, we as black people gotta understand it, and no shout out and no downplay to Bow Wow, because I don't think that's what you was trying to do. I think this is what people are looking at. People, us as a people, we keep on trying to hide nasty motherfuckers. We got to stop doing that. We are acting just like the people that we swear we're trying to that are oppressing us. When you do that shit, those people hide their nasty people, because those nasty people get results over there. We need to stop hiding our nasty people, because we want results that are better than those people. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Don't big up the good shit if it's some bad shit that fucked up, that's fucked up with it. You got to address that. If it is what it is, then it is what it is, and I can't fuck with you on that level.
Yeah.
Just don't know what I'm saying. It just, everybody talk about these certain codes and all that. No, it's just a rule of ethics. Everything has to do with ethics. If it's something that I don't agree with, I have to stand on what I don't agree with. That's it. That's not a code. I'm not following no code. This ain't what we supposed to do as black people, or what we supposed to do and these type of organizations. This is just an ethic code. Fuck what y'all talking about. That shit nasty. And I don't ride with it.
Right.
So if that is true, that, hey man, whatever happens to him, happens to him. And I ain't got nothing, and then I'll cut ties with it. That's it. We're not gonna talk about it no more. Does that mean, case in point, if Diddy was my people, does that mean that I ain't gonna like put money on his books? I'm gonna do it. That's my people. At the same time, he gotta serve that fucking time.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. Black people, just be 100 with. The only way we ever gonna even achieve anything, and I'm gonna keep it 100, even if it's reparations, we all have to agree to something. Let's agree to that. Let's agree that these monsters are fucking monsters, and we set them out. We not like y'all. We don't play with people. We don't make statues of nasty motherfuckers. We don't do that. Let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't make fucking predators icons.
Yeah.
Right. Let's do that. We fucked up. We try to do the same thing they doing, because that's how you feel like you're gonna be on their level. We not supposed to be on their level.
Right, supposed to be better.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, Tohi says, Bow Wow just mad he couldn't fuck around anymore. And some folks just shouldn't speak. Yeah, I mean that would have made it easier, but this is Bow Wow we're talking about. He's always going to speak um and have controversy around his words. So
All the time. And that's
yeah.
I just Bow Wow. I love you, dude. I've been fucking with you since you had the most iconic lyrics and said, fish, which is my favorite dish as a kid, because you bit that off a old school song. I fucked with that. I thought that was hard because I thought you was paying homage. And then you became Kyle Cambridge, who had a Knights jersey. I'm a Southeast Knight. I fucked with you. But then you also start fucking lying out in these motherfucking streets. Cause you signed a fucked up deal with a nigga that you still hang with. Nigga, you of all people. And I love you to death, but you of all people need to really pay attention to what you say, even moving forward, because Bow Wow, you a grown man, dog. You a real grown man. You should have your own grown thoughts. You should have your own grown opinions about certain things. You can't keep on acting like you live in that party rock star life because you are not. And I don't believe you ever did, but I think it's just you got privy to more things than you were used to. And so you still on that. And I get it. It's fun. It's cool. It's a vibe, I guess. But my nigga, like, don't get caught up in that. That's all I'm saying. Bow Wow, you of all people, don't get caught up about being at a Diddy party. Because I can tell you, excuse me, I can tell you what they doing to you now, Bow Wow. You came out and you said that shit. You know, if you run your name down YouTube, they're gonna talk about you done confessed about being raped at a Diddy party. This is the context that you put your fucking self in, my nigga.
Yeah.
And as a grown man, I know you don't want to be a part of that type of noise.
Right.
So you should have just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Now, to make things light, and then we're gonna get off of Diddy. No pun intended. On Twitter, when they were talking about this, somebody called him Boward, and I cackled. Then I was reading the comments, and the person that said it, she replied to somebody and was like, "Yeah, I had to call him by his legal name," and I keyed. I cackled and keyed.
Boward is gang related hard. The call a nigga Boward?
Boward. It's like now Boward
for the rest of my days. I am going to forever call a nigga a Boward. You a motherfucking Boward.
You Boward.
You Boward ass nigga. Right. I am gonna gang that shit the fuck out. Fuck you, you old Boward ass nigga. They gonna be like, what?
Right, is that some KC lingo? No.
This nigga really said tripping in this mother. Like, nigga, we're in Aspen, Colorado, nigga. What are you talking about? Right. You fucking Boward motherfucker. Bitch ass nigga, you got me fucked up blood, you old Boward ass nigga.
Right. Right. I'm about to paint the snow red. Shit.
Damn. That's hard. She was hard for that.
Yeah, she was. And then followed up with like, yeah, I had to call him by his legal name.
His government name. Right. Bitch ass nigga. Again, I love you, Bow Wow. That's what she said.
Right, that's what she said.
She said, Yo, bitch ass nigga. I stood on your government name, you Ballard ass nigga. I bet you she's somewhere right now throwing up gang signs. Nobody thinks of Ballard. Nobody. Unless you a real big blood out here.
Oh my God. I was like, that was a good one. That was a good, like, through all this foolishness, Twitter gonna make you laugh, especially Black Twitter. So, yeah, that
Dude.
shit was hilarious.
You
But
just
yeah,
gotta catch something. I
yeah.
remember. I'm gonna take a left right here, but this is how much I love Black Twitter. Twitter. I was on it one time, and they was talking about how old somebody looks. And so I got on there, and my comment was, "Hey, just ask them how old they is, and then when they say, hey, I'm such and such,' because they think you gonna say, oh, you look younger than that, you say you don't look a day under, and then you just walk off." Now I put this comment out there. You know, I got like 1.2K likes on that shit. Like, that shit was, a nigga said, hands down, that's the most savage shit I've ever heard in my life. It's like, yeah, that's what you do. Like, you don't give nobody no plot. When motherfuckers be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're that old. If a motherfucker be like, I'm 62, look them dead in the face and say, hey, you don't look a day under. And then just walk.
And just walk out. Right?
And then just walk.
Right. Don't look back. Just go.
I was getting them bots on X like, hey, you should do this to boost up this morale. I'm like, I'm never gonna do this all the time. Like, this is a one-time deal for me. I'm glad it hit like it did. I was just being 100.
Right. That is funny. That is funny. But yeah. But yes, that was your weekly Diddy update.
I really fuck with the Diddy update.
Right.
That slide in, like fucking T2, fucking Terminator, fucking sex trafficking, GHB giving, like, oh God, like, listen, allegedly, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Again, if all of this comes to be true, then whatever happens to Diddy, y'all can't be mad at me, anybody that says hard things about him. I'm never gonna big up what he used to do. Excuse me. I'm never gonna big up what he used to do because we already know what he used to do and we already was cool with that. We gotta not be cool with this though.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
This is not cool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta keep it 100.
Yeah.
You know, I like I tell people all the time, like, shit, yeah, I will admit I listened to R. Kelly right after I seen him literally piss on a young woman. Yeah, I did. As a young man, yes, I totally did. But then when that shit started coming out, I disassociated myself from the man that R. Kelly is. He's a monster.
Yeah. That's what fireworks.
Because it was the truth. They had to say, hell yeah, nigga. Like, say that shit.
Pop. So
like, yeah. But yeah, we just gotta disassociate. People want to save Puff because Puff the Mogul.
Yeah.
We don't save Puff because of Puff the Mogul. We remember Puff because Puff the Mogul.
Yeah.
But we also will remember, if this is true, that as a mogul, he was also a predator.
Yeah. So he was doing a lot.
Yeah, those two things can be separated, but have to be the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. So next up is Big Meech has been released from prison. And he, from what I understand, he's going to a halfway house until 2026. But yeah, people celebrated Big Meech coming home like he was about to get back in the game, and
that's what they think.
yeah. Um, I mean, it's great that he's home. You know, it's just wild that this trended. A lot of people was really here for Big Meech coming home, which ain't nothing wrong with him coming home. Don't get me wrong, but it was just I don't I don't know exactly how to say it. I should
Say
say
how
it.
you feel, good.
I mean, it's great that he's home, but why are we making this such a big deal?
Because of that whole BMS legal movement.
Because of the legal movement?
Yeah. 50 Cent has turned BMS not only to a hood thing, but
Mhm.
also a television extravaganza.
Yeah.
So it's people that never heard about Big Meech until BMF came out, and they're rooting for this nigga to come home. Like this is what we live in now. This is 2024. This is the realization of nobody really gives a fuck about what somebody used to do. It's what they doing right now. And if what
Mhm.
they doing right now is catchy and trendy, these niggas are on top. It is no more niggas that are talented that are really on top anymore. It's a very let me take that back. It's a very small few that are actually talented that are on top. Most of these motherfuckers is because they are just what's trending right now. Big Meech is what's trending right now, and he's been trending for a couple of years because of BMF, the fucking saga.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, Big Meech getting out, hell of a thing. It's supposed to be. Because you know what we don't want? We don't want niggas in jail all the time. Like that, let's just keep it 100. Even when they do some wrong shit, we don't want niggas in jail. So for the nigga to be out, yeah, that's what you want. It's because he wasn't doing anything that we think makes him stay in jail. Selling dope, I hate to say it like that, but I'm going to just keep it a beat.
Mhm.
Niggas that just sell dope, they feel like they shouldn't go to jail all the time just because we still on the stigma of shit. This country is getting ran from bootleggers. So if
Yeah.
bootleggers can run the country, why are you so mad about me for just selling some dope that niggas wanted anyway?
Yeah. Yeah. And I get that. And I get it being a whole phenomenon that 50 Cent took part in creating, even though, it was a big, BMF was a big deal before 50 Cent, but he kind of brought it to the mainstream and got them, a whole lot of legal money, but it's just, it's just wild that there's so many, there's so many other things that we could, you know, have trend,
Yep.
but we are going on this. And I mean, and don't get me wrong, it's great that he's out. But it's just I just thought I just thought it was a little funny, you know.
It's hella crazy. The funny part about it is for me, is some people, especially in Atlanta,
Hmm.
think that they about to get the old thing back. They think that this nigga is really about to be in the club throwing 30 to
Yeah.
40 grand every night.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That's not happening. First of all, you know what's gonna happen right now? Um, Niggas is gonna ask this nigga to show up at his club, and Big Meech is gonna say, "Yeah, give me 100 racks," and they're gonna give him 100 racks,
Hmm.
and he is going to bag that shit. That nigga's not giving it away. That nigga has been in jail for damn near 20 years, y'all. You think he's about to start giving away money like that? That nigga is about to stack the fuck up because his name is Big Meech.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Big Meech ain't about to be? The bum in Atlanta.
No.
Like, are y'all fucking crazy?
Yeah.
This nigga is about to, for the next 2 years, I can guarantee, because he's going to grow on that movement because he is the face of BMF. So I'll give it a 2-year run where he is charging for every experience or every interview that someone wants, or every experience with him that someone wants. He is charging for that. Because Big Meech, at the end of the day, still wants to be a millionaire ass nigga.
Yeah.
He left being a millionaire ass nigga. You think he ain't going back to being a millionaire ass nigga? I don't give a fuck what 50 is paying him. He's still gonna want to get his own money. That's just the type of nigga that Meech is.
Right. Right. And he better be charging for that shit too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just hope that all positivity comes his way, that he figures out the game, a legal game, and prospers from that, and turns this test into his testimony. I just speak nothing but positivity on his name.
And and you supposed to. I
Yeah.
mean, that's all we supposed to do because we're on the outside looking in with Big Meech.
Yeah.
So on the outside looking in with Big Meech, you have the utmost respect for that man for doing that time and getting out. Because we know people in his caliber, even with his whole spiel, did less time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you want to respect him for holding that time down and coming out. You want him to get his bag. That's the thing. You want him to be out here and still be Big Meech. I don't care how big he is now, but you still want him to be Big Meech, or at least the person that he thinks Big Meech is. You want him to do that.
Right. So Tully says, didn't he sell 50 the rights to his story? If so, he already got money stacked. Yeah, but I mean, he's still gonna want to stack even more. That man, I don't think he's a millionaire off of selling his rights. And
Nah.
yeah, he was touching millions when he was out here in the street. So yeah, I think because his name is so popular right now, especially going off of that show, he's a high commodity. So he would definitely need to be compensated for anything that he does. Because I mean, a club appearance, people are going to flock in droves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they would have flocked in droves prior to, just off of the strength of his reputation, you know. But I think it made it that much greater, the movie. I mean, not the movie, but the show. So he says, if it does right, he'd share some of those profits. With that money, he should invest and make more with people like 50 in his corner. I'm sure he'll get guidance on how to make more money.
Oh yeah, that's 100%. No, puns or bullshits aside or anything. When I say this, like, no, a million times I know for that BMF story to even be put out there, it is contingencies and backup money and all that Meech is getting out. I could almost say, just to be 100, one of the I can guarantee you that he's going to start receiving certain royalties and things, just because once he gets out of jail, these are going to be free to him to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that Meech is probably he's not where he was, but I can guarantee you once he walks this thing down, because he got 2 years. By the time he walks this 2 years down, I can guarantee you that he's gonna have at least +5, and that's not even him doing appearances. Once you get out of the Fed's custody, because what a lot of people don't know about the Feds, I know what I'm saying is, anything that is yours is not yours no more. It's the feds. So I'm pretty sure the contract of signing his life story away was the contingency plan of when I get out, how much royalties and things I can get on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Because he can't get that money right there. What he can do is say, all right, give $100,000 to my family, give 200 for my son, and then this amount of money for every episode. Make sure my brother good. Bop, 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 bop. Now, if I get out, if this runs for this season, I make this much. This season, I make this much. This season, I make this much. I can guarantee you that's how it went.
Yeah, yeah, and his brother is a Terry. He's a consultant on the show, so he's getting money off of that too.
So it's guaranteed a check. Guarantee my brother a check.
Yeah, yeah. True, and he probably got. I mean, I haven't looked at the credits, but they probably got EP credits and all that. You know.
Yeah, he's coming home being good. But what I'm saying to y'all is, Big Meech ain't coming home like y'all think that he's coming home. Y'all think this nigga is about to go and go right back to that old school BMF. That's what got him in the feds in the first place. You know, that's the whole thing in a nutshell. I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know anybody affiliated with BMF. Before I say this, I don't know anybody that rocked with BMF. I don't know a BMF member. I don't know any of that. What I do know is this. I remember I went to go take and I'll keep it a beam with y'all. So I ain't y'all just transparency on this. I always told y'all I never had a squeaky clean life. I made a dummy run to Atlanta for some weed one time. And when I went down there, the first thing I seen was a big ass billboard with BMF on it. The nigga that I was with, flat out, and I hand to the Bible, I put this on my son. The nigga that I was with said, that nigga going to the feds. And I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? He said, man, that BMF don't got a single on it. He said, when have you ever heard a BMF song? And I thought about it, and I was like, I've never heard of BMF until I stepped here. He said, exactly. He said, exactly. He said, this is Atlanta. Anybody that crack in Atlanta, the world knows about. He said, that nigga going to the feds, bro. Watch my words. And I promise that nigga went to the feds.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he had a point, because the only person I knew that was affiliated with BMF musically was Jeezy.
Exactly. And that was after the fact.
Right.
That was after the fact. He was talking about Big Meech.
Yeah.
When that whole BMF movement was going on, I didn't know shit about nobody.
Yeah. I ain't either. But nonetheless, welcome home, Big Meech.
Yeah.
So
welcome home to your bag, my nigga. And
yeah.
Welcome home to motherfuckers knowing. And it's because it's you. Motherfuckers knowing that you're gonna be the nigga that make people act a certain way. I can guarantee you that's one thing that I really do respect about Big Meech. He had such a influence. People were going to start acting a certain way around it. And so I respect that. And then with him learning and him being, like my grandma used to say, you go to that she never called it prison. She always called it college. You having 20 years in college, my nigga, you're going to have a whole nother sense. And I think a lot of these I'm gonna tell you right now, especially if you gonna fuck with Atlanta, a lot of these niggas don't have your same type of knowledge, and so watch how you start influencing shit.
Yeah. Yep. So we will definitely be watching to see what he does with himself. So yeah, so next up is Pastor Jamal Bryant. He has pretty much responded to Pastor Keion Henderson and his claims of not giving to the poor, because I mean it doesn't change anything. You're not doing anything productive with your life if you give to the poor. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he was saying. And you're not supposed to do that, and it's in the Bible and all that kind of shit, right? Um, Jamal, Pastor Jamal Bryant, he pretty much was like, yeah, no, that's not of the kingdom. That's not in the book. And you can say a lot of things about Pastor Jamal, but as far as him knowing the word, you can't deny that.
Listen, a broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. And so, yeah, he just basically was like, yeah, no, that's not what it is. Don't listen to that bullshit. You can give to the poor if you want to. Of course, I'm paraphrasing as well.
I
But
mean, I would have loved for him to be in the midst of his fucking congregation, and he said, "Hey man, don't you listen to that bullshit." Like at
hey, it
all.
wouldn't be the first time that he's cussed in the pulpit.
It wouldn't be. So I would have respected that, because I'd have been
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is the Brian that I know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
he's speaking facts though. Let
He's
him
speaking
cook.
100% facts. And you can't do nothing but respect that he was like, I got to clear something up. And it wasn't even his thing to clear up. That's the killer. It wasn't his thing to clear up, but he was like, I got to clear something up. You can give to the poor if that's what you want to do. That doesn't, like, basically everything that fool was saying is wrong.
Yeah, it is a false claim, and
Hmm.
if y'all think pastors are prophets, that's a false prophet.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
say that shit. You don't condone feeding a conglomerate before you feed the people. You don't
Mm-mm.
condone that type of bullshit.
Yeah.
I like you said, um, Pastor Brian has had his moments where things are questioned, but the thing that I will respect about him is, um, when he's called out, he addresses it. Even if he's wrong, he still addresses
That's true. That's true. He does do that.
it.
So he says, finally, somebody standing on real business. It irks me when pastors try to weaponize God for their own personal gain, but when a member is in need, they can't help out. Instead, just pray for them. Right. Right. I'm
Boom.
with you.
See, that's what I was about to say. I was when I was getting to Brian calls himself he even calls himself out on certain shit.
Mm.
But on this level, not only did he stand on what Keion said was false, he also went in there and made sure that his congregation not only gave to the poor, but gave to poor churches 3 ways. All that shit that happened with that hurricane in Florida, he made them pay tithes for those churches.
Mm.
He said, that's what I want you. We said we ain't supposed to do it for the poor, and I really respect him for saying that, because he said, um, you saying we're not supposed to do that for the poor, but God said, and it's true, when you take care of your fellow man, it's like having and giving him a favor. And so, like he said, the thing that God owes me something should make you want to do it more.
Mm-hmm.
Because to take care of your people is to have God's favor. Imagine God owing you.
Right. That's wild.
That's the type of shit you supposed to preach. You ain't supposed to say God don't give a fuck about you paying for these people.
Right.
He wants you to pay me. Give tithes.
You're not gonna get,
Tithes don't go to God.
Right. Like you're not gonna get blessed if you don't pay me. You don't get blessed when you give your money to the homeless. Like what kind of shit is that? Toby says the way he did and so-called apologized to that lady showed all I needed to know. Right. That whole lady situation was some bullshit too. I don't at first I didn't understand, like, because I had never heard of Pastor Keion before he married Shawnee O'Neal. And so at first I didn't understand. I thought that they were just complete opposites, especially with the way that we have basketball wives. And I know that's a reality show or whatever, but it's a reality show that she created and produces and takes part in. So it had to be something similar to her life, if not 100% real life. So I always was like, how is, like, they must be complete opposites because I would never see her with a pastor. But the pastor that she chose to marry, he's a piece of work. So I'm like, they're more similar, right? They're more similar than I thought.
That nigga's a scammer. Half of these pastors out here is a scammer, but he's a real life scammer.
Yeah.
Like that shit that he is throwing out, that shit that he is spewing, you're gonna find flaws with every pastor. Let's just keep it a beat. Because everybody is opinionated and everybody has their own thoughts. So unless you're a part of his flock, you are going to have a problem with every pastor that you listen to.
Yeah.
But the pure fact that he's so flawed, and this is just in my opinion, he will tell people shit, and only thing he will say to it is read your Bible. He won't give you a verse that makes it make sense. Not when it's on his opinion. He'll just say read your Bible. Like that just shows me that that's a flawed type of situation.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Tohi says they are a perfect match. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's wow, just wow.
I mean, we just talked about God. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna do it anyway. That's probably the only person that's just gonna stick with Shawnee, and no downplay to her. She's probably just like a great, phenomenal woman or whatever, but she has to have some tendencies for a person like that to, know what I'm saying, to not only marry her, but to be around in her circle for even that to happen. Like, she might have some disrespectful qualities as well. Again, that's just me saying I don't know, but to me, he seems like a person who doesn't have godly interests.
Excuse me. Yeah.
And he's more Joel Osteen to me. I don't. When I look at Joel Osteen, I look at somebody that is really just a motivational speaker that does it on a Christian level and gets and has a flock over it.
Yeah. Tohi says, as if I already did not have my own questions about the church and religion, people like him just further pulls me away. And that's the unfortunate part of it all. Because I've heard several people talk about this situation and they say the same thing. Like, I already had my reservations, but you're proving my point with some foolishness like this. And that's the part that sucks. Because you're supposed to be doing the opposite. Or as a pastor, you're supposed to be doing the opposite. you know. Um, she also says, we already know he benefits by being with her. Oh yeah, absolutely. He wouldn't have been able to go on the Tamron Hall show if it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we get that completely. I mean,
Yeah.
it's no doubt. Now, this is the funny shit. And
Mm-hmm.
it's funny to me, goddamn it. It might not be funny to y'all, but it's no upside to fucking with a chick that already fucked Shaq. It's no fucking upside to that. Like, you're not gonna outdo fucking Shaquille O'Neal.
As far as what, like sexually or
No,
just
it ain't got nothing to do with sexually. I'm talking about as your status as a man.
okay, I got you.
You always gonna be
Right.
fucking Shaq's ex.
Yeah.
Like, you not. This is not a game.
Right. Because you'll never live up to the doors that being Mrs. O'Neill opened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And
Like, as
that's
much
just
as
what
I
it
like,
is.
listen.
And
You have to
I
be
would be
fully
too.
committed into being a beta male. I'm gonna
I
just
would
keep it
be.
100. Like, you can say alpha and I do this and I'm right. You have to be completely accepting of being under your woman in order to marry Miss O'Neill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna just keep it a beam with y'all. Like, and that's no downplay to any man that does that type of thing. I'm not downplaying you, and I'm not saying you soft. I'm saying you have to accept certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You got to. I don't care where you are in life. You will never take over her name.
Right.
At the end of the day, that is Shiny O'Neill.
Right.
Like, regardless of your last name could be Lervinsky. She will never use it because it doesn't have pull, nigga.
At all. At all. It may open a door or two in Houston, but it wouldn't like them doors wouldn't open for O'Neill. You know?
Exactly. Come on, man. Just keep it 100. It is certain contingency plans that you have to accept in order to be these type of women's new husband.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the person that accepts that type of role is always in it for personal gain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
so that's
he's
why you
showing us the
do
type
shit
of
like that.
right. He's showing us the type of man he is by the antics that he's pulling. So this is not above him, you know, or beneath him, I should say. This is
Yeah.
not beneath him. So
And
no,
she knows it.
she
We
knows.
all know. Let's keep it 100. Let's do this. Let me put this in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
On a regular level, we all know at least two women that was married to big time dope dealers. Like, boom, married, we do the whole nine. Out of those two women, at, at least one of them still use that dope dealer's name, and she got a whole nother nigga.
Yeah.
Like, she's married to Jeffrey Johnson, but she still be like, oh, her last name is Powell.
Yeah.
We've seen that. So
Yeah.
this is what I'm telling y'all. Like, this is what reality is. The name is always gonna move better, and these niggas gotta accept that. Now that other one, the reason why she changed her name is because she moves on her alone. So it was always Brittany. Nobody gave a fuck about the last name, but it was Brittany.
Yeah.
So Brittany can be Johnson, Heward, Jones, Harris, Hughes. Like, Brittany can be any of those because she's still Brittany.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So if y'all get that understanding, then you know what I'm saying at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, so that is the update to that whole foolishness. Tohi says, I just thought maybe she likes titles. Shani, I mean, she was a basketball wife, and now she's a pastor's wife, first lady. I mean, that's a perk,
Two
you know.
things can be true. Like
Yeah.
she lost the title, but she's never going to be anything but Shani O'Neal when it on paper.
Mm-hmm. Right. But her liking titles, she's forever gonna be a basketball wife. So being a pastor's wife doesn't overpower that.
No,
You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many things that overpowers being a basketball wife. But
still gonna be fucking Shaq's baby mama. You
yeah.
gave birth to all those Nephilims. Them niggas is big.
Man.
Like
Man, they ain't had
them
no
niggas is
choice.
big.
They ain't
Like
have no choice.
this woman gave birth to how many? At
Okay,
least
so
four.
yeah. So she has 5 kids. Her oldest is technically not Shaq's. I'm assuming he adopted him because his last name is O'Neal, but technically Miles has his own daddy. But which you can tell by
Yeah.
looking at. The rest of them are his. So his yeah, and like I said, you can tell by looking at him. Cause Shawnee ain't nothing but like what 5'5". All them kids is 6+.
Motherfuckers is huge.
Yeah.
Huge individuals.
So, but they ain't had no choice. Like Shaq is 7'1".
And that's why I'm like, they just huge. Like all
Yeah.
of these babies were 7 pounds or better.
Man. So yeah. But yeah, so that's the Pastor Keion update featuring Jamal Bryant. So yeah, so Tesla has come out with a robot. This robot is similar to iRobot, and basically he is saying that this robot can pretty much do all the minuscule tasks and jobs that actual humans don't want to do. So you can purchase I don't think it's for sale just yet, but I believe you can purchase it for around 20K. They debuted it, and Twitter is awesome. So they had a field day with all the type of foolishness that they would want their Tesla robot to do. And how their Tesla robot will look at them when they tell it to do certain things. Let's see. I have a few here. This one says my Tesla robot when I ask it to make me a seafood boil at 3 a.m. After I get home from work and ask my Tesla robot if he took the meat out of the freezer. My Tesla robot after I tell him he can join the blunt rotation. I think I ate a robot teeth. My Tesla robot when I sign him up to start door dashing. Right, because you gotta get paid for it some kind of way, right?
Right.
My
You gotta
Tesla
make that money back. 20 grand?
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Hell yeah, I'm about to put that bitch to work. I financed you, so we need to pay you off
Man.
early. My Tesla robot after I tell him to take my drugs through security for me. Oh gosh.
I love Black Twitter, man. Listen.
Right. My Tesla robot mad at me because I came to camp but overnight. Wait, because I made it to camp because I made it. Hold on, let me read this again. My Tesla robot mad at me because I made it camp out overnight for the new Air Jordan 43s.
Jesus. You know what? If I had a Tesla robot, I would definitely have him do that because I don't do that shit at all. But if I can get it done, then yeah, that's happening.
Man, I've done it and walked away with nothing. So yeah, I would most definitely have my Tesla robot do this.
Yes, that's why I don't do it because I literally watch the nigga sit. I drop this nigga off at fucking 3 a.m. only for that nigga to not get the fucking shoe.
Yeah, it's a dirty game. I won't do it again, but I've probably done it twice, and I have walked away with nothing. That is the worst of the worst. Because as soon as you get to the gate, they're telling you we only have this size and this size left. Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? So yeah, it's a dirty game. I won't do it again. If I don't get them online, I don't get them.
But
So yeah,
you know
so
me,
yeah.
I shop online, so I wasn't giving a fuck. I was gonna pay that extra charge. That nigga like, nah, I got this ticket, cuz all the 10.5 was gone as soon as he walked up there.
Yeah, yeah, it's some bullshit. Yeah, um, yeah, yeah. So they have a whole lot on Twitter. I would definitely suggest anybody that has a Twitter to just type in Tesla robot and read all of these because they are hilarious. Now, our top 5 today is top 5 things you would have your Tesla robot do. Um, you want to go or you want me to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
My top 5 things. Number 5. First thing I would have my Tesla robot do would be to make sure all of my like laundry and shit is taken care of. Like, boom, that's the
Okay.
first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna be knocking the laundry out. My son
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of clothes. He got a lot of fucking blankets and shit and all this shit. I need those ASAP Rocky. So that would be number 5. Number 4 would be what I'm gonna need you to do, my guy, is to make sure that you sit out on the porch like an old drunk nigga, like because I don't want to see you in the house. Like I know what I'm saying. I don't want to. I don't want to go to the bathroom and be spooked because it's a weird. It's a weird nigga standing in the corner. Like I need you to know that you need to go. Like when you charge down, you need to go outside. I'll give you a key, nigga.
Right. It just pop on randomly like Alexa, just right there at 3 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't need that when I gotta pee at 3 a.m. Like
Right.
I'm gonna pee on the floor. I don't need that type of shit.
Mm-hmm. Be
That's
like
that's
that
that's
scene in Boys in the Hood.
man. Like yeah, I don't need that.
Right.
Mm. Another thing that I need him to do, just because I cook, I always get a bunch of onions, bell peppers, squash, things of that nature. I need as soon as I come home with it, I need to chop that shit down. Bop, 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 bop. Store it for me. I don't even want to think about it. I just want to be able to grab it when I need it. The next thing I want you to do is when this is gonna be mean. But no, when family calls me, I need you to be my voice, and I need you to talk to them because sometimes I ain't in the mood. Like sometimes I'm not in the motherfucking mood, my nigga. I got a whole lot of real life going on over here. I mean, a real. I can't say it no other way, man. Like I got a real whole life going on over here. Sometimes I don't want to hear about what your motherfucking daughter just did. Like I don't.
Right.
I don't. Listen. I can listen to the recording. Sometimes, man, I be having shit going on, man. I just don't. It's just not my wheelhouse. Last thing I need you to do is if I am ever in a position where I can do a job remotely, you do that. And if they say, hey, you can do this remotely in fucking San Diego, you are going with me to San Diego. And you're going to be doing that. And I'm going to enjoy San Diego.
Damn.
Honorable mention.
Okay.
Honorable mention, my nigga. You are here and now for the rest of my days. The designated driver.
Yeah.
Right. You are, listen, first of all, I'm going to be big shit showing up with a robot. And I'm going to get shit faced. And I'm going to say, fuck y'all broke ass niggas. And I'm going to let you drive off. Whoo, that. It smell broken here. Go on, G's. I'm going to be on that type of time.
Right. You're going to sit at the bar with the robot.
Man.
Yeah. So a human and a robot walked into a bar.
That's the nigga in me. Y'all stuck. Y'all getting chains and all this other extra shit. I pulled up with a robot, nigga.
Right. Fuck with me.
Not only did I pull up with a robot, I said, I bet you can outdrink you. Like, I'm on some bullshit.
Right.
On some bullshit, because I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm high as moon titties. I'm drinking. And then I'm be like, man, y'all ain't got no way home? Damn, it smell like poverty in this motherfucker.
Right.
Come on, G. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch him just strut out like a robot. Like, and you gonna hear the movement like, right to the car.
Your robot needs some oil?
I don't give a fuck. Get you a robot before you can judge me, nigga.
Right. Yeah, damn robot need an oil change. What the hell?
That's cool. You going and then cook up. You gonna hear the door open up. This is what it is.
Right.
And I'm gonna lay my ass in the back seat and laugh at everybody. Petty, they never give me no money for real, y'all. Never give me no money.
You can't. Oh, all right. So top 5 things I would do with my Tesla robot. One of them is definitely laundry. I will have to piggyback off of you on that one because I cannot stand doing laundry. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. There has been times where I have bought clothes instead of doing laundry because I don't want to do it. So yeah.
I'm with it. Have you ever did eat like it took you a long time to do laundry and then by the time you got that shit done, you looked at shit like, man, I didn't even know I had this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do this shit all the time. Jasmine be like, hey man, you weird. You don't like stop buying clothes because I have 89 fucking hoodies. She counted them. Wow. I be forgetting I be having hoodies sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'll just buy a bunch more. And she'd be like, no, what the fuck are you doing?
Right. Like
I just like hoodies.
Them in every color. Like, stop.
Yeah. I just like hoodies. And I swear, I don't know what it is about it. Sometimes I forget that I have this hoodie and I'll buy it again. And she'll be like, nigga, you got like 4 of the same fucking hoodie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hoodies are very convenient. Obviously, I'm wearing one right now. So, but yeah. So, definitely will have it do with laundry and like from beginning to end, like separating, washing, drying, folding, and putting up.
Oh, you doing a whole 9, nigga.
Yeah,
The fuck?
the whole
You
thing.
doing a whole
You're
9.
gonna earn
That
your
whole
keep.
that whole job is not mine no more.
Yeah. So, another thing I would have it do, this is 2 and 3 because these 2 things I hate doing with a passion. I will have it pump my gas, and I will have it buy trash bags. I hate doing both of those.
Buying
They're
trash
stupid.
bags?
I can't stand it. I cannot stand it.
To buy
Because
trash bags?
yes, you buy trash bags to literally throw them away. So I can't stand it.
That's what they're meant for. Like,
That's what I'm
it's their
saying.
sole purpose.
It's stupid. I know. You're buying them to throw them away.
What else you gonna put the trash in?
You're not getting my point.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like you literally buying shit to throw away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I buy them because I need to put my trash in them, obviously.
Yeah.
But I just hate that I'm literally buying shit to throw them away.
To throw away.
Yeah.
I guess I ain't even gonna lie. I guess for me, cause it's like I think the reason why I was like, what? Is because I literally buy things to burn and smoke.
Yeah.
So I know what it is. Just, I mean, case in point, I'm sitting here.
High.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm sitting here off Christmas tree.
Yeah. Yeah, but you get high. You get something out of it, even though you're burning it. You get something out of it. I don't get nothing out of buying trash bags except to throw them away.
You get the trash out of your house.
Yes, I get the trash out of my house, along with the trash bags I just bought. They should just be free.
Right.
Like, they should just be free. And then
so let him go buy my wasteful shit.
Right. And then I hate pumping gas because it never stops. You don't just buy gas and then it's done. You got to keep doing the shit and over and over and over. I hate doing it. So yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry. What were you about to say?
I said that's what I would have them doing. So that's 2 and 3. But what was you gonna say before I go on?
I was about to say, damn, that thinking about that, thinking of those 2 things that you said, I'm like, oh, them was really dope things for your Tesla robot to do, because those are just time consuming things that really is no gain from it. So like, throw that shit to them. Yeah. Like I just had that epiphany sitting here, like, oh shit, okay, yeah, that makes sense though.
Yeah. Another thing I would have my Tesla robot do is meal prep. Would definitely having meal prep. I don't like to meal prep, so I only do it every blue moon because I don't like it. It's stupid.
I love meal prepping.
And then I don't like eating the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. So, yeah.
You sound like Jamie.
Yeah, I need variety in my life. But yeah, I would have it do that, and I would have it make my bed every morning. I don't like doing that either. I would just have it do a bunch of shit I don't like doing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then honorable mention, I would definitely have it go line up for some J's. Cause I ain't doing that shit no more.
Off the flip. Off the flip. You won't be disappointed if like he knocks on the door and then you like, hey, what's happening? And you like, yeah, they didn't have your side. I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
Right. Like,
I got so much accomplished.
you win some, you lose some.
Yeah,
Literally.
I got so much accomplished for the day. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
And like,
Go
you
on
know,
to
this
something
nigga
else.
speedballed back
Right.
because he's a robot. So like, he waited in that line for 4.5 hours.
Right.
He got up there and they was like, "Yeah, we don't have your size." And he was like, "Oh, sorry to hear about that." And then all you heard was, then he just speeded ball back to the house.
Right. Right. So yeah.
It was a nigga in that line like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Right.
this nigga just busted out of the shoe store like it was about to blow up. He just takes off running to go home.
That reminds me of iRobot.
Yeah, it's
Or
supposed to.
RoboCop or something like that when they be running and shit.
He
So
just
yeah.
bow right through the
Right.
glass.
Right.
He called the whole scene for nothing.
Right. Just a path of destruction.
This nigga that leaped off a car. Doof.
Right.
Fuck this weird ass shoe print come from. This nigga was going home. He wasn't doing anything but going the fuck back home.
Right. He didn't have to be there on time or nothing, Jesus.
That's his speed. That's his speed going home. That nigga wants to get there at a certain time.
Right. He got some stories to watch. But yeah. Yeah, so that would be mine. That would be mine. So yeah, like I said, a lot of people had some creative things to say on Twitter about that Tesla robot. So that was funny. But yeah, so I don't have any final thoughts. So Jerry's final thought, take it away.
Okay, boom. I'll do this. I'll simply say this because I really want my black interweb people to hear this. You know, I don't do political things. I always talk political. I don't know why I do that because I hate myself when I do it. But I just gotta keep it 100 when I say this. Whoever you decide to vote for, real talk, my black people, my brown people, whoever you decide to vote for, you decide to vote for. And that is your choice. Do not, and I repeat, do not be influenced because somebody tries to pull the black card on you. Do not be influenced by someone that you think you respect and they try to sway you to what they believe. Because a real leader is going to allow you to make your own choice. It's damaging when we do this in our own community because I was told a long time ago, just because you skin folk don't mean you kin folk.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to vote for somebody because of a color. Whatever you do, don't do it because of a color. Do it because y'all have the same views and the same opinions on life. That's what you do. That's what you stand behind someone for. You don't do it because they look like you. And I'm a nigga to say I always bet on black. But even when I say I always bet on black, that black has to align with mine. If it doesn't, then I'm not going to agree with it. Same rules apply to my white interweb viewers. Same thing. If that white don't align with your white, then that ain't your fault. Don't be caught up in you have to do something because of your skin color. Start worrying about doing stuff because of your morals and your ethics. How you feel about things. Start doing that. Good or bad. This can go either way. I could be telling a villain story or a great hero story. At the end of the day, I still want you to do what you feel you need to do, not because of what you look like, but what you believe in. And as always, Take care of yourself and others.
And thank you for Jerry's final thoughts. And this was episode 136 of the Ish We Talk. And we will see you guys for episode 137. Bye.
Exactly.